given a zombie apocalypse scenario, everyone out there, I would like to hear your choice of weaponry and then change which would be a fast versus slow scenario.
We talked about this earlier in the infection topic too. I think I'm always amazed in zombie films why people aren't wearing leather. It's pretty hard to bite through. And so like maybe some gloves and some little neck protection and some high boots, you're really going to prevent the behind the crowd. So forget about weapons, just defense, right? That would be pretty fine, I think. A little chainmail. Yeah.
Yeah, I like the cricket bat and Shaun of the Dead and all that. I actually spent some time in India studying infectious diseases and tried to play cricket. Really, I don't know why I thought I could. I can't do any sports in this country. Why would I? Right, but I have a varsity. Maybe I could go back and play cricket. Anything I can swing hard for the slow moving, the fast moving ones, I'm just going to try and get in shape, right? Run.
I don't have that particular opinion. I mean, guts seem to work pretty well.
Yeah, Yankees.
You can use slower bullets on the slow ones.
We'll talk physics.
I don't know. I guess my answer would be use your head. I mean, there's so many weapons around you as you speak that slow or fast. Whatever situation you're in, think fast, probably survive. So yeah, I mean, it could be a stick that you jam to the head, or a sword you cut off the head, whatever. If it's there, think fast. Use it.
Yeah, we'll put a suggestion box out. I mean, so it's become almost a mandate, making the newer films to think of really clever ways to off these things. I mean, I said the other day, I often say that the zombies are like the coyote of movies. It's fun to watch the coyote get damaged. And a lot of people find fun in watching zombies get damaged.
Yes, the flamethrower.
Yeah, strange gags.
I always see the piano. Actually, they did the piano already. Yeah, something like that. Piano graphic.
But I do need suggestions if I make another film. So drop on my table and
The big 10-ton weight.
That's right, just think back me.
This vaguely relates to zombie shuffling. Why did you, as a filmmaker, choose a shopping mall as almost the entire set and scene of your movie?
After I made Night of the Living Dead, at first I really didn't want to make another one. As I say, I thought it was a one-time deal. And my friends and I, the same people at the same company, went out and made a little film called There's Always Vanilla, and then started a film called, our title was Jack's Wife. And I was working on the third film when Night of the Living Dead sort of became what it is. You got discovered, rediscovered, reanimated. Then I really got terrified because there was so much high-minded stuff that was being written about it. And I said, boy, I can't make another one. Also, that's right when people started to come around and invite me or ask me, say they have the financing for the sequel. And I said, I can't do that unless I have a really solid idea, something that has some tongue-in-cheek criticism or something, if I have really something to criticize. And that shopping mall was the very first one that any of us had ever seen. Now they're everywhere. But if you can believe it, that was the first one that I'd ever seen. It was the first one in the Pittsburgh area. And I went out to visit it. I socially knew the people that developed it. And when I went out to visit it, I was just knocked on my ass on that stuff. And the trucks were bringing stuff in, it was like they were bringing in everything that anybody could ever possibly want. And I just said, okay, here's the idea. And that just became the idea. I mean, the shopping mall came first in my head. And then I decided it was a good place, a good setting for another zombie film.
When you're talking about like slow-moving zombies and how they have to eat brains, they don't really know why they eat brains. They're just mean to eat brains. You think a modern metaphor for that might be like a Tea Party rally?
I think I don't know, maybe their brains have already been eaten. I don't know. But my zombies have never eaten brains. I mean, you guys can talk about this, but my zombies never. They're too right. To crack up with this stuff.
Was that, we're trying to look at it first?
Yeah.
Sort of
Yeah.
doing it? Yeah. Yeah, tongue in cheek.
I actually sort of wish the Tea Party shambles. That would be. Someone's been waiting. Yeah.
Thanks. I was wondering if you could comment, like, now that zombies have apparently made it into the world of academia, what your thoughts are on that? Is it cool, absurd? And then another question for the rest of you is whether you think that zombie pedagogy as a study is something that realistically would ever enter, university programs.
Zombie studies program. Careful, guys.
Like Dean here. You want me to answer as me and not as the dean of my medical school, probably. Yeah. No, I think it's great fun. I mean, as we were just saying, if you can get folks to start paying attention, via sort of a back door, do something that's that they're familiar with, like the zombie genre, and it's exciting to them and fun, then they actually start learning. But the concept of the zombie can, because zombies are sort of an absence, they're not a presence, they can become just about anything. So they can make their way into philosophical literature. There's the P-zombies and the I-zombies, inverse zombies. They can make their way into economic literature. They've made their way into social literature. Do I think there will be a specialty in zombie studies or like epidemic studies? I don't think so. I'd go back to college and earn that degree. But I work at a very stodgy-esque institution, so I'm not sure that they would believe it. Berkeley might.
Actually,
The study of why people are studying zombies.
That would be, right. That could be my grant. There it is.
That's more clinical disorder.
So actually, though, really, I mean, there was a Berkeley Neuroscience conference, and I went and gave a fake poster without telling anyone. I just hung a poster on the zombie brain, and just kept talking to people. Other neuroscientists approached me, as though it was a real study that I had done. I just kept talking and talking until they said, "Wait, what?" And the head of my graduate program, that had given me the PhD, actually walked up to me and said, "You're so full of shit. I can't believe we gave you a PhD." And then he stuck around the poster and laughed and was like totally amused by it. And he really enjoyed the presentation. He said, "You know what, this is actually pretty good." So, I think the first reaction is kind of an eye roll, and then I think people enjoy it, right? It's fun. It's way more interesting than how people normally give talks in neuroscience.
I just had two questions. One, do you have any more of those posters available for general people?
Yeah, I can email you the PDF. It's like a 4 foot by 3 foot poster. If you want it, I can send it, yeah.
Yeah. And for Mr. Romero, I was wondering, do you have any plans to make any other non-zombie films?
Plans in the movie business are,
Science.
yeah, but I'm working on a script which is a non-zombie script. It's a horror film, but it's non-zombie. And then after that, I don't know. I'm also doodling another zombie script. So.
That's worth applause.
See, the problem is everybody wants it, but then some reason people don't go see it. It's like the writers, the Fango writers the other day were saying it happens to all genre stuff. Horror fans are pretty avid, but for some reason they just don't go out and do what is. They don't support it. It's like not going out and voting. And
It's more fun in the theater.
yeah, it's more fun in the theater. And if the theaters don't sell enough tickets, then we can't get the financing to do the next film. So if DVDs aren't enough, or video or downloads with Netflix or whatever doesn't do it, they still measure Hollywood, or not even, I don't work for Hollywood, I haven't for a while, but even independent finance companies measure everything still. They're behind the times, but they still measure everything like ticket sales and theaters.